Bitcoin dead? What does the media say as opposed to reality? This is the channel where I discuss basic principles of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, information that I wish I had when I started my cryptocurrency journey. I decided to ask AI what the media thought of Bitcoin, and I was shocked to read that Bitcoin has been declared dead by the media more than 470 times over a period of 16 years. So please join me on this journey as I explain some of the history of how the media has viewed Bitcoin. But before I do so, please like and subscribe to this video, and don't forget to hit that notification button. I'm not a financial advisor. I provide information, and this video is for entertainment purposes only. You must go and do your own research and due diligence, and then you make a decision whether to purchase Bitcoin. Please also share this content to people who are curious and would like to know more about Bitcoin. So let us look at what the general comments are of the media over the years. Bitcoin is dead. The bubble has finally burst. Bitcoin prices are going to zero. That seems to be the common thread. But is it true? Let me provide some content, and then at the end of the video, we can determine if what the media has been saying is correct. On the 12th of January 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin, sent 10 Bitcoins to another person. This was the first transaction recorded on a blockchain. A blockchain is a public digital ledger that records every single Bitcoin transaction. At the time, Bitcoin had no monetary value whatsoever. It was simply an interesting experiment. Then in 2010, we have the first commercial transaction. Someone purchased 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoins. Yes, you heard that right. 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 pizzas. This event has been called the Bitcoin Pizza Day. Fast forward to today, and at the time that I am recording this video, the price of one Bitcoin amounts to approximately $64,000. At the end of 2025, the Bitcoin went to an all-time high of $126,000. If you were the recipient of those 10,000 Bitcoins regarding the exchange of the 2 pizzas, and you were to sell it today at approximately $64,000 per Bitcoin, the value would exceed $600 million. Let us look at the media reporting of Bitcoin over the years. In December 2013, Forbes declared that Bitcoin is dead. The New York Times published the Bitcoin bubble finally bursts. But Bitcoin kept on going. Bitcoin went from strength to strength. You would think that as Bitcoin was going from strength to strength, the media attitude would change. Alas, that is not correct. In 2018, CNN quoted Warren Buffett as saying, Bitcoin is worthless. The Economist stated that Bitcoin's obituary can now be written. We now move into the 2020s, and as Bitcoin goes up, and there are times it drops, the price drops. Each time the price dropped, according to the media, this was now the final declaration that Bitcoin is dead. Wall Street Journal said, China ban kills Bitcoin dreams. Over time, China banned Bitcoin, and then it unbanned Bitcoin, and then it banned Bitcoin. The Market Watch said Bitcoin is heading for zero. Over the years, Bitcoin has had a 4-year cycle. Bitcoin goes up and then the price dramatically decreases. But this is not new. If one looks at precious metals, stocks, and shares, they also go to an all-time high and then they drop. But the media's view is every time that the Bitcoin price has recovered, it's temporary. And every time that the Bitcoin drops dramatically, this is now the final end of Bitcoin. But here is where it gets interesting. In 2024, as Bitcoin ETFs, those are exchange traded funds, were being approved by major financial institutions, some media houses were still publishing that Bitcoin is dead in terms of articles. So has the media changed their minds over the last 16 years? Bearing in mind that Bitcoin prices has gone up significantly, and the Bitcoin price far exceeds precious metals like gold and silver that have been around for over 5,000 years. Forbes in 2013 said Bitcoin is dead. In 2024, they then said why every portfolio needs Bitcoin. CNBC in 2018 said Bitcoin crash proves it's worthless. However, in 2024, it had regular Bitcoin coverage and price trackers. Wall Street Journal in 2022 said crypto's Lehman moment spells the end. But in 2025, they then had articles talking about Bitcoin ETFs transform. So these same institutions were changing their mind regarding Bitcoin over the years. So what is the take on all of this? Is to ignore the outside noise. Ignore what the media is saying about Bitcoin. Go and acquire more information about Bitcoin. If you wish to purchase Bitcoin, then please purchase Bitcoin because you've acquired information regarding Bitcoin rather than a friend, a spouse, somebody you know telling you to purchase Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. So what should you be doing from here onwards is if you intend to purchase Bitcoin, then I suggest if you've got a lump sum, please don't buy Bitcoin, all the Bitcoin with one lump sum. Buy Bitcoin slowly by way of small tranches along the way. That is called DCA, dollar cost averaging. You buy a little bit every time. Sometimes the price may go up and sometimes the price may go down, but you're averaging it out. That is called dollar cost average. So please continue to walk this journey with me. Together, we will walk towards financial freedom.